So a young boy that was connected in a high dollar crime got deleted. Now, I want y'all to watch this story and tell me what y'all think or the reason why y'all believe that his life was lost. Let's hit it.
Other news tonight, the former Stanford man who's accused of stealing almost $1 million in an elaborate DoorDash scam was shot to death Monday in New York. This came right before he was due in court in Stanford for a potential resolution in that case. News 12 Connecticut's Marissa Alter with the latest tonight.
David Smith was supposed to appear in Stanford Superior Court Wednesday morning to accept or reject a plea offer in his case. Instead, the state's attorney's office learned Smith was killed 2 days ago. New Rochelle police found David Smith shot several times in the chest Monday morning at the Heritage Homes complex. Police said a personal dispute led to the 22-year-old's death. They've since arrested 4 men in connection.
Community members did help with this, with calls to the police of the shots and descriptions of people running away.
Smith was living in Mount Vernon. He moved there after Stanford police arrested him in June 2023 in what one investigator called the most massive scheme he's seen. Smith is accused of scamming DoorDash drivers in California out of almost $1 million. Investigators recovered a large chunk of it, $733,000 in cash, when they seized 5 safes from him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at it. Man, I got a safe like this. Got 2 of them, but ain't now one of them got a dime in them. They got some papers, some birth certificates or something like that. Maybe a passport, maybe an old school bill or something, but they ain't got nothing like that. Smell like rotten, you know what I'm saying? Smell like mildew, mold mildew, birth certificate. Damn sure ain't got $700,000 in them. Man, what was this young boy?
A large chunk of it, $733,000 in cash, when they seized 5 safes from his apartment. Police explained how the scam worked. They said Smith would use one of his many phones to place a fake DoorDash order in California. Then when the driver was on the way, Smith would impersonate DoorDash support and claim there was a problem with the order.
Hey, this is only for educational. I mean, not educational, investigative purposes only, and in informational purposes only. It's not educational. I do not promote or condone scamming DoorDash people out of their money, because I feel people shouldn't do DoorDash in the first place, because you're not really making a whole lot of money. You're actually like renting a car that the amount of driving and traveling that you're doing, I don't think compensates the wear and tear on your car. The gas for one, the tires, the oil changes, using your battery, your starter more, anything that turns that car on and gets that car moving. I don't think it compensates it like that. That's why I'm not really into like what they call it, like home health nursing, because you can make good money, but your car breaks down faster. You start breaking down, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's like a give or take. It feels good because you free, and I understand. There's a price for freedom. So you're free to make your own schedule, go around town, make the money when you want to make it. But like I say, there's a price for freedom, and it's the wear and tear on your car. But continue.
Get them to click a link or go to a website.
Yeah. Then when the driver with one of his many phones to place a fake door, police explained how the scam worked.
So I want y'all to get the whole context.
They said Smith would use one of his many phones to place a fake DoorDash order in California. Then when the driver was on the way, Smith would impersonate DoorDash support and claim there was a problem with the order.
He would get them to click a link or go to a website, and then that essentially would turn over their credentials, their username and password, to him. Once he was in control of that, he would change the billing information and steal any funds that they had for deliveries they had done, basically steal their paycheck.
More than 700 drivers were scammed over the course of 2.5 years. Police said
2.5 years. It took them 2.5 years to catch this guy. Were they not taking DoorDash drivers serious when they said somebody stole my money?
Smith also stole the identities of dozens of people to open debit card accounts where he transferred the stolen money. Smith was considering a plea deal in the case at the time of his death. His decision to take the offer or go to trial had been expected at Wednesday's court hearing. The details of the deal weren't made public. As for the over $700,000 in cash that was
So I'm sure y'all came to a conclusion too, but I can tell you what the deal of the plea was. He was going to probably snitch on the other 4 guys that came over there and took him out. It's as simple as that. But if he had the cash, like, he did not split the cash. Maybe they came to look for the money, or maybe he had the money hidden somewhere and they was coming to get a cut, or maybe he was out, bragging about it because a lot of time people commit crimes, come across a lot of money. They like to talk, pillow talk, if you will, maybe, and tell all their little business, and then somebody coming to get you. And he may have had the money hidden somewhere to where they couldn't find it, or he had the key and wasn't going to tell them where the key is, or the code to open the lock, something like that. But in the end, it eventually cost him his life. So much, he had to move. Once he got arrested, he moved, probably feared for his life from these guys who was threatening to come after him.
Seized in this case, Stanford police still have that money. What happens to it and whether it will go to all the victims as restitution will be determined at a hearing in March. That's also when the charges against Smith will officially be dismissed. In Stanford, Marissa Alter, News 12.
Wow. So they got to wait a couple of more months before they can get their money. They may have already got paid. So that could be, it could be what they're waiting on, because if somebody stole their money, then, DoorDash. So the money might just go straight to DoorDash or whoever actually paid the money out, the insurance claim or what have you, to for restitution for the people. So that could be probably why they still got to figure out where the money goes. But y'all, this just goes, no, crime doesn't pay, man. It's not worth it to always trying to scam people. I wish people would just go to work, go to school, go to work. I mean, you did this for 2 years, got almost $1 million. You don't think after a few $1,000s you could have used that money, maybe, like I said, to go to school, stop what you're doing. Who knows? Sell the business to somebody else. I mean, I'm not condoning crime. I'm just saying you shouldn't be doing it anyway. But once people get greedy, it eventually catch up to you. So this young boy, I sure hate to see it. He got dealt with for whatever reason, whether it was his people trying to come back on him because he's about to snitch, coming back on him looking for the money, he getting robbed, or just karma. It could be either one of those. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have intelligent conversation. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you nothing but maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you like to support us financially, you can give like super thanks, super chat, super stickers, and you can go to the description box or links there you can click on to help support the channel there. And hey, don't forget to hit the shop button below, man. We got some great products there. I believe you will love. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.